Hi, right, this will be in two parts because I don't want to make it too long. So this will be in two parts. The first part is the eyeshadow. The last part is just finishing off the lashes and the underneath and the skin, because I don't want the video to be like 45 minutes. So we've got two sections of these videos. So I hope that's okay, guys. Really do. But I'm just going to blend in the rest of this concealer. I've used the P. Louise in 03, Rumour 03. I literally packed it underneath with the Jealousy brush, buffer brush. And also the brow pomade I have got code for, and I will leave it all in the description below. Right, and also remember that I literally used that to clean the top part, so that was really good. So if you get a lighter coloured tone to your skin, you can also do that, but at least then you've not got that worry at the top that it's too light to get rid of. I'm using these, are amazing. I just got a bit of PR with them. They're called Dramatic Eyelashes, and they're amazing. They've got all their information on the back, but I will leave it also in the pin below. And it's Cocoa for my discount code. So I'm going to take these out and be very careful how you take new eyelashes out. I tend to use that to pull it on them, and then once I've loosened it a little bit, because you can pull them apart if you're not gentle with them, because the glue is literally just on the sides of each side, and then they come off lovely. Right, these are gorgeous, and these ones are in, oh, it does have a, I'm sure it has a, oh yes it does, EDE03. These are gorgeous lashes. I think they're 3D mink. Not 100%. So if you're not into cruelty free, these probably not for you. 100% cruelty free 3D mink lash line. Oh, thank God. Thank God, hey guys. Right, so I'm just going to cut the ends off these really little sharp bits that you can see here. Focus on that little bit there. Yeah, I'm going to cut them bits off so that it doesn't stick in my eyes, and I really tend to go like that so I do not cut any of the lash off. And the same here, but I tend to cut on an angle. That's the right word. Right, so once you've done that, you've got to get the glue on. I'm using my Duo one. I've been struggling with glues lately, but I'm using the Duo one. It's in the blue. Right, you can get these from anywhere. Beauty Bay. I'm not sure about, I'm not sure if you can get them in Superdrug or Boots, but I get mine in Beauty Bay. So once you've covered the lash fully with the glue, making sure each end has got a little bit more on, make sure you let it get tacky. I'm going to pause while it gets tacky. Right, what we're going to do is just finish off under the eye. I'm going to use these two and that one at the bottom there. So they are called Storm Dust Lunar Eclipse. Let's just say Eclipse for the sake of sakes. Thank you, Colette. And Fireball. Okay, I'm going to use my Morphe brush to finish this off. I feel like I can't find it then. And this is a Morphe M124. Really like fluffy, but still very tight, so you can just get right underneath the eye. So I'm going in with a lighter one first and drawing it towards the corner of my eye, from the out to the corner. And then I'm going to put a little bit of that Fireball just at the end here. Dust that in. And then I touch on the Solitize, I think it's called, little bit in that corner. And then I go into the Eternal Light. I will show you the colours, ladies. This is a beautiful palette, and I think it is worth the investment. I really do, because some of the colours I just don't see everywhere. And then I'm going into the dark one. It's called Storm Dust, and going on to my lash line to finish off the eye look. I'm going to blend it all in, bring it down just a touch, going back into the lighter one, the Eclipse, to give it a really good blown out effect. Like, go back to that because sometimes it doesn't need it. Okay, so basically I used that one, that, then I went into that one, then right in the corner I used that one. It's absolutely beautiful. Eternal light, eternal light. Like the idea of that. Okay, so finish with, please don't blow on your palettes. You're an MUA and you just did that. I know, and I do apologise. You are going to get some bad comments. Oh well. Right, okay, so we're back to the eyelash. I find it's starting to get a wee bit tackier now. It's quite a bit on there, but it's going to be fine. I've literally took my lash right up to that corner bit. So I'm going to do the same for this one. Right to about the corner. Pop it onto there. And then I'm going to go into that corner and pop it onto there. Is that too close? Yes, I do believe it might be just a touch too close to my eyes. That's a bit better. I'm pushing it away from that corner bit a bit and then pushing it on, and then I secure it with my fingers by making sure it's against my skin. And then what I tend to do is get the and clip these in like so. I can actually hear the cold in my voice, you know. And you know your own body, don't you, girls? Oh dear. I'm not surprised I do so much sometimes with all my makeup things, and yeah, just probably a bit run down with lots going on and Christmas, you know how it is, girls. It's just that time of year. But let's keep happy and upbeat. Right, I'm just gonna go like that to make sure that they are both doing what they should. We've finished that. I'm going to go onto the skin. I'm just going to get all the stuff ready to show you. I'm going to pause. Hey, we're back. Right, I'm using my Revolution. This is amazing. It's called Camouflage Correcting Palette. I have a few little things that I want to divulge. Oh, once you get it open. I'm going to use the like greener parts for like the marks. Like, say like there's a couple of marks here. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to use my finger. It's actually fine. That's how we was taught in college as well. So I'm actually cool by that. Just make sure it's a clean finger when using it on clients and stuff like that, and yourself, because you're just going to cause more problems. Right, okay. Just some little dark bits that pop up. And then the more peachier one, so I'm going to clean that hand off. Just going to go under my eye because of my sleeping, I get a bit of problem. So I'm just going to use the more peachier one under here. I'm going to make sure I pat it out well, or it will just look thick and cakey when you finish the whole of your makeup. Just make sure you do pat it, warm it in with your fingers, make sure it's really patted down. Don't worry about that bit on your nose, but yeah. So, all camouflaged up. Thank you, Revolution. Right, so I'm going to go into my primer. This is a Morphe primer. It is amazing. It's more like a, what it even says here, primer oil. It's more like an oil. So I've got quite a few oils. I've got things like, oh, my baby, the Tarte. They're really, really good things. I love stuff like that. And also, I've got this, which I will leave. I've got a code for this. And I will leave it in the description below. A lovely lady that sells this. It's called that. And it is called Maiden Skincare. And I put that within my foundation. So I'm going to do that. Okay. So a wee bit of oil primer. And then I'm going to put it in my hands and pat it on to my skin. Because I do not want to move any of the stuff that I've been working on. And wipe your hands. Good thing you got a towel on you. Always have a towel. Towels are saviours. And this one's a black one, so it's really good. You don't see half the mess. You probably would on a lighter one. I'm just going to clip my hand off from the concealer I had on earlier. And that's that all done. Put my glue away because that is better off standing up. Foundation. This is the Stila one that I told you about. All Day Foundation stay all day foundation. I squeeze it, and I'll probably squeeze a couple of drops out of that. Literally, it's all I need. And then I'm going to put my cream, which smells like Christmas, in a bottle. I'm not even joking. I'm literally going to use this end, grab a wee bit, like so, and my foundation, mix it in with my foundation. It complements your foundation amazingly, so don't be scared to do it, because it smells, one, amazing, two, it protects my skin amazingly. It's just amazing. Got another word. Amazingly. Fantastic. Fabulous. Why are you on my case? Why am I on my own case? I think it's because we know as influencers that we're kind of like saying the same thing over and over again. Right, I'm going to pat this in with my sponge. This is a So Soothe sponge. Brilliant. Reasonable price. Soft as fudge. Easy to clean. Can't go wrong then. I'm going to blend this all in. Leaving a little bit for my concealer. Just do that. Try and keep my gob shut while I do it. I will say this foundation is full coverage, but I kind of don't put loads on, so it's also got that sheerness. I have probably put too much out actually. That's all right, it's good. Probably got a little bit too much on my hands. You really don't need a lot, but also adding the cream has also give it its extra. It's probably lightness to the foundation, but I like it, and it's still like kind of matte, but with still a little bit of shine, you know, hydration, and I kind of like that. And it doesn't, the foundation does not at all go darker on me, you know, literally stays the colour I put onto my face. I'm just going to go over this bits that I feel I need to go over more, I will. And it's normally just round near my eyes where, you know, I have a lot of trouble sleeping, so through quite a few illness. Actually, you know what? I'll do a video about what happened to me when I was younger. A lot of people know on my lives, but a lot of people that will probably click onto this video that's never met me before don't know everything. And I think I will do a video so that you can really get to know me. That's what I've done with my girls, and we found out so much about each other. I think it's really nice. I really like lives because it becomes really like a big family, and it's so much harder on YouTube because you don't know who's clicking on your video unless you leave comments. So please do leave comments, especially if you have any suggestions what you'd like me to try that you like. It can be drugstore, it can be high-end. Just let me know. I'm all for that. I'm going to use it all, guys, because I hate waste. And I like the simple eye look that I've done, because I think a lot of people can relate to that. Right, so I'm just going to put the lid on the cream. Try and keep it all nice and neat. My primer's over there. I use the Zoe Palm, by the way, and she is on Instagram. It's organic. She is on Instagram. It's called Zoe Palm. It's literally on Instagram. It's really, really nice. I use that on my lips. I've had my lips done and had 2 mils in my lips. So yeah, if anybody's wondering, I have had my lips done. Right, now I am going into my Jeffree Star concealer in C11, I do believe. Just going to go here. I do have it a bit lighter because obviously me talking to you about my darkness. Wow, that didn't kind of work out how I wanted. The fudge is that? Flames or what? Well, I'm glad you did that a bit better. Here, here, and a wee bit there. And then I'm going to blend it in with the same sponge, like so. I'm going to pause, blend all this in, and then get to the next stuff. Okay, guys? Right, so I'm going to use this end, it's the pointy bit, and go into the powder. I'm using the Jeffree Star powder as well. I think it's in Topaz. I don't know how they describe this powder. Jeffree Star Cosmetics. It's literally in the Topaz. Ooh, there's a lot in there, and it looks like that. Mine is a tiny bit darker than you'd probably have it, but it is there. I've got so many shades that are beautiful. And I'm just going to press that into the concealer. It really, because they are family and they kind of belong together, it blends in absolutely super. I think that's a really good idea. If you're going to, it doesn't matter so much, but if you're going to get a foundation, it's Revolution. Try and use the Revolution concealer, the powder, you know. It is a really good idea, but you can mix and match. But I always find they blend so much better. So just where the concealer is, I'm blending in. And on the nosicles. Oh, it smells so beautiful. It smells like cupcakes. It smells so beautiful. Literally just like been made. Just love it. I'm just going to do it like that because I tend to get it on my brows. And I hate that look. So yeah. Make sure it's all blended in properly though. You cannot go wrong. And you get a really lovely finish. Like I said, my foundation, don't like it mega full coverage. You can still see my... Right. My mum used to call them... So freckles and put their moles, but I used to call them beauty spots, and I'm sticking to that. Mom, you're right. Yeah, you see that Sosu? That's a Sosu sponge. Just make sure you fully finished all of it. And then you can spray. I'm using the Revolution Cherry Truffle. It's amazing. And this is a makeup fixing spray. Giving it a good shake. Take the lid off and spritz. It comes out well, but it doesn't come out too watery. To get really where it goes and it spits at you. And I'm still going to go over and blend all that goodness in. That will now assure get rid of all your cakiness. Yeah, so you get a really nice finish. And you've got no cakiness there. You see? Right, okay. Next thing I'm going to use is the Morphe. Well, that's my foundation. Blusher. Is the Morphe bronzer. So it looks like this. And it's called Brontor. Brontor, like contour, bronzer. Bronzer and contour. So kind of together. Bronzer and contour. It's called Vlogger. It's amazing, and it's two sections. I tend to use both. You use a big massive brush and get a really good bronze. I use the bronze and the contour together because you still get the right kind of effect. Just gonna brush that all in. Going under here. Literally, I dab it in once. If I feel like I need more, I will go into it again. But you know, at the moment, I don't feel like that. Yeah, probably one more time. And again this side. Probably not there, but just here. And then I'm going to do my nosicles. I'm going to use this brush it all off the stuff I used earlier. Little nose contour. So coming down with the brush and this side. A bit too close. Don't worry, you can brush it out. That side is perfect, this side. I went too close. brush that through. And then when you get to the end of your nose, just so cut it off a little bit. And go that side again. I'm gonna go here. Just get that really nice contoured nose. And then I'm gonna go into my bigger brush and brush all that out so it's not too in your face. Super duper. Right, next thing I'm going to use is my blush, and it looks like this, guys. It's beautiful. This is the Morphe, and it says blush palette. Literally, that's it. Oh, hold a minute. Cool Pro 8C. Mine's that one, 8C. That's what I went for. I love the colours in there. I'm going to mix that one and that one together. I'm going to carry on using, shall I? No, I won't. I'll use my stipple brush. And this is the M427 Morphe stipple brush. I'm going to go in both of them two colours. Picking up some product. Yeah, it's coming. That's why I like this stipple brush, because it doesn't pick up too much. So you got a little bit there. And then just give yourself a little bit of blush. And then going back into the rather bigger brush and brushing all that with your bronzer to make it look natural. Yeah. Okay, we're on our highlighter, which looks like this, baby girls and boys. And I've not got my highlighter because I do believe I washed it. So I'm going to just use another brush to do my highlighter. I tend to use just a bigger, fluffier brush. I'm going to use this one. This is my Kit Stars in S3 Tapered Blender. So we're going to go into that. Oh, yeah. I love this highlighter. Best time of the day is when you're using highlight. I'm not going to go hand tongue because it's a very nice look. Don't kind of ruin it with going too far with the highlighter. I'm going to try my best anyway. A little bit above it. There. A little bit here. Cupid bow. What I don't like losing, where's that brush that I just had? This is a problem, the brush situation. The Cupid bow, don't lose it. Wee bit of Christmas music. Let me just check this. Okay, I'm gonna go back up. Don't want to get into anything that I'm not allowed to listen to. Cool. Ruin the video. So, finish the highlighting, and now it's time for the lips. I've decided to drop things on the floor, go with Sephora. The eyeliner is Revolution, and it's, as if I've still got the name, Treason. So Revolution pencil, and also this one, and this is Luigi. I think it's called Luigi. I will leave everything in the description below anyway, and it's in Peach Kiss. The Sephora one is so tiny. I'm going to struggle to see it, but I think it is Gingersnaps or something. But it's like that. And it is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, so I'm going to go over with my Morphe Brow. What is this called? Brow Setting Gel. And just go over my brows. So any powder, and it sets also your brows, which is super duper what you want. Just seeing something else. I'm super like want everything to look right. So I'm just going to go back into the pomade and hit it with a little bit of the gel. I'm going to make sure that's not too, yeah, I lost a wee bit of my brow. Don't know if I lost it through makeup time, but I did lose a kind of little bit of my brow. And I don't want to, let's just make sure that's not. Okay. That's, it seems good enough to me. I start seeing things. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You don't want it to mess up. Okay. Let's leave that alone. Right, so that's that all done. Let's put the brow pomade away. Put that down because we're getting too much stuff and floating around now, and this is where you can really mess up. So I'm going into the Revolution one. Just going to go over the lips. It's really good because it kind of protects your lips running into your foundation. It's a really good idea. Kind of like a barrier. I like this because it's very light as well, so let's get that all over. Nice little tone to it before you start with your, this is what I'm going into, and it has a tiny bit of a chemical smell, but I'm gonna go here, cover that up. This does dry matte, and you've finished. So, okay. And then I've just left a tiny little space. We're gonna let that dry. I'll be straight back. And coming to the end, the Luigi. I really need to make sure I'm saying that right. Okay, that's the word. They're amazing. I love their products. Just gonna go now.